Who says there's no common ground in politics? Certainly not the presidents our Jim Axelrod has been watching at play.
If you put all the men who've occupied the White House over the last century or so, all in one room, Democrats, Republicans, Northerners, Southerners, five-star generals, Vietnam protesters, they might not agree on much, but actually they have acres of common ground. Lush, green, common ground.
16 of 19, starting with Taft, presidents played golf.
It makes perfect sense to Rand Jarris, a historian with the United States Golf Association.
What it's like on a golf course early in the morning as the sun's coming up and the first rays of sunlight, right, are casting these beautiful shadows across the golf course. And it just removes you from the stress and the intensity. So this is the driver that was used by President Taft when he was the incumbent of the Oval Office.
For William Howard Taft, it was an exercise even he could do at 350 pounds.
If he put the ball where he could see it, he couldn't play it. Too far out. If he put the ball where he could play it, he couldn't see it.
No president played more than Woodrow Wilson, 6 days a week, year-round.
The Secret Service painted golf balls red for him so that Wilson could go up and play golf in the winter.
This preferred way to relax for a president seeking a break from the public's prying eyes. The game also presents a risk, an unvarnished look at them.
The Scots have a great shorthand for that, as the Scots almost always do. Golf undresses a man.
Michael Bamberger is a senior writer at Golf Magazine.
Do they play by the rules? Is there an element of grace for their opponents and playing partners? Do they know what they're doing?
LBJ's legislative persistence was reflected in the way he just kept swinging, up to 300 times around. Nixon's social discomfort meant trouble making conversation with his playing partners. Jerry Ford was a stickler for the rules. Bill Clinton and Donald Trump, not so much. Do you think you can tell something about the way someone would govern based on the way they behave on the golf course?
Any governor governs in accordance with how his or her mind works. I mean, that's the starting point, is what's in your head.
All right, here we go. Ready?
And the way somebody plays golf is a very transparent look at what's in someone's head.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that.
Golf always seemed to be in the head of Dwight Eisenhower, who was so golf crazy he often wore his spikes from the residence to the Oval Office.
Eisenhower walked around the Oval Office dictating letters with an 8-iron in his hands.
But the 800 rounds he played while in office handed opponents a pointed line of criticism, which may help explain why JFK kept his graceful swing to home movies and out of the range of news photographers. A lesson George W. Bush learned the hard way after one of the more awkward intersections of golf and the presidency.
I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
Golf continues to be a go-to line of attack in our present-day presidential politics as well.
Because I'm going to be working for you. I'm not going to have time to go play golf.
Just as Donald Trump asked Barack Obama for playing too much golf in the last campaign, Joe Biden is attacking Mr. Trump for teeing it up while COVID deaths climb during this one.
The image of them playing golf constantly, I think is a killer.
Cornell Belcher is a political strategist who teaches at Harvard.
I don't think it's intrinsic to the sport itself that they get punished for. They're more being punished because they seem to be paying more attention to playing golf than running the country.
But it's punishment many presidents have been willing to risk.
We've got some shoes, Eisenhower shoes, Ford shoes.
And in this collection of presidential artifacts may be the best understanding of why. This could be in anybody's garage sale.
This could be anybody's club, anyone's ball, anyone's shoes.
It's the pull this game has on the members of a most exclusive club who, for a few hours at a time, were just trying to be regular guys. So what golf tells us about presidents is that at the end of the day, they're human beings.
And they're allowed to be human beings on the golf course, probably more than any other place in their life.